Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Nightly Death. I think we're up to 12 now. I don't know, whatever. Where I go and try to answer any questions you may have about a loved one's death or about the upcoming possibility of your own or something. Maybe you just found out something and it's due. I don't know, but I'm here to answer any questions that might be concerning you about coming up type things. Um, I've got a list here. Until somebody asks a question, I'm just going to look up lists that I find online. So I've got a list here for you. I'll try to answer the best way I can. What will happen to my body when I die? Should I be cremated or buried? That's actually a really opinionated thing. Um, Me personally, I feel that's between you and your loved one. If you don't have a loved one, then you and whoever's taking care of your remains afterwards, whether it be the ashes or the gravesite, and blah blah blah. Like my wife knows I want to be mixed with a seed of a tree and be born in or be grown into a tree. There's some companies that do that, and there's even some companies that do it to where they'll do it with reefs, to where you become a nice barrier reef for ecosystem and whatnot. So I want to become something when I die. Um, will I donate my organs? I would like to say yes, but the hospital that wants my organs is going through some really bad stuff. So you probably don't want my organs. If they're giving you my organs, it's because you're on death's bed and you're already making other choices. So, what should my epitaph be? Well, you shouldn't be that surprised by this, but I don't really know what an epitaph is. I think isn't that what they engrave into your tombstone? I don't know. Well, if that was it, mine would probably be like last words. Well, shit, or well, shit, that didn't go as planned, or, something like that. Something to make people smile when they see my headstone. And then I got, what would others say about me, and what do I hope they would say? I don't know what they would say, but I hope they would say something about how I made them laugh when they didn't think they could, or how I did things that I never should have been able to, or stuff like that. I want them to be able to speak to me and speak about me as if I was David taking on Goliath, as if I was just a little herder boy taking on a mammoth of a man. So that's how what I would like them, not necessarily that circumstance, of course, but just with that type of passion when talking about me. Um, what ceremonies should be performed prior and to after my death? Well, prior, I don't know because I don't have friends or family. So what's my wife going to do? I mean, whatever she's going to do, she already does. So, um, and then after my death, I would hope that the people that by that time have truly come to care about me, and I hope I've made a couple, but if they've truly come to care for me, I would hope everybody would get together at my house. So, it could be a bigger get together or smaller, it's just more comfortable. And, my animals are a must for anything that have to do with me, especially my upcoming teddy. Oh, I want my teddy so bad. Anyways, I want everybody to get together and have a nice drink. Don't get hammered and act a fool, but have a nice drink together to really celebrate the life that I wasn't supposed to have, but he gave me. So, then we got oh, what the stupid ad. What would I want to know what would I want to know the date and manner of my death? Why and why not? I would say yeah, and that's because the day of my death does not scare me, considering, like I said, I pretty much die every night. And the manner of my death doesn't scare me because I'm so very used to being in immense pain. I'm very accident prone. That's the word for word. That's the phrase we used to use. I'm very accident prone. So knowing that information, if anything, would actually be better because then I could prepare everything for that day. Have like stuff set aside, no money's on me, blah blah. I could make sure things are taken care of. So it would actually be a better thing. I think I actually asked my wife about that, and she said she wouldn't want to know because then it'd be a constant worry or something. Um, what is the worst way to die? I think in my head, what the worst way to die would be really what I'm going through. It is a nightmare. I've written a horror story about it. It is my literal nightmare. I only wrote my horror story about it because I can't bring myself to draw it because it scares the living shit out of me. But other than that, it would be literal suffocation, whether it be buried alive, drowning, something like that. Your your body puts you through a lot more than you truly know. Going through that is bad. They also say falling to your death is a big one too, because then you know what's gonna happen. What is the ideal way to die? Well, the ideal way to die for me would be for my shunt to quit, and that would be a gradual death. It wouldn't be over time, and I would probably just get a little sick at first, or a lot sick. I don't know, but it would happen over time. And then my hope is that because it's happening over time, I would eventually say, screw it, get hammered, pass out because that's what happens when I drink, and then I would die in my sleep. And I say that would be the ideal, not because it's obviously it's um, not as hurtful, but I say that because I want my wife to know I went out in peace, because that will make her feel better. If I'm going out suffering, she's gonna feel like shit. At least I would like to think she does. But if I can go out in a peaceful way, it might make her feel a little bit better. Um, do I want to die at home or in a hospital? Hospice. How can I make this happen? I've made it very known I do not want to go to a hospice. And I hate hospitals. My wife knows that. I can't stand doctors. I've threatened a couple. I've sat there and shook my head at a couple and made my wife talk for me. I hate them. So, of course, I would say home. But then those that know me know that I primarily like to really stick to my home. It's where I'm most comfortable. It's my safe haven. So that's where I would like to go. Then I plan on making a memorial for my brewski, and then I'll add Teddy and my Sapphire, my Suzu, my Potato, my Feathered, and my Chicken. And then I'm making a memorial for them. They're not all dead, but I'll make a memorial for them. And then my hope would be is that my wife would add me to that at some time. So that, and I'm supposed to become a tree, so maybe Teddy would pee on me at some point. um, and then the last question for today, I think. Why is death at age 80 different from death at age 10? What about ages 70 and 20, or 60 versus 30, 50 versus 40? Well, 80 and 10, that's all because of the life you've lived. Someone at 10 doesn't even know what life is. It's very tragic to those around the kid because it is just a kid. It's not good in any way. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the person at 80, yeah, they're old and they're ready, but they've lived. They know. They can pass on a lot of that knowledge. Kind of like how I'm trying to, but they're better at it. um, and then I believe that pretty much stays the same mindset, but weakens the closer they get. So like 70-20, still the same thing. 70's gonna look at 20-year-old and go, what do you know? You don't know anything. I mean, I have grandbabies that are older than you, type thing, or and then 60-30. They're still going to say that, and I'm double your age. Yeah, well, you're double my age, and I have double your problems. And then 50-40, they're not really going to say anything to each other because you're only 10 years older than me. Shut up. So that's just how I feel personally. And as you guys know, all this is from my viewpoint. So it's all opinions. Everybody can differ. And as I've said, at least I think I've said, opinions will change based on person, but also based on the situation. Not everybody's going to have my same condition. Just like I have a friend who has, she said level 1 Alzheimer's, and then another one that said level 2. It's like, I don't care. You can say I'm level 99. I'm still going to level up. There's more to go. So, okay, well, I hope I can make you smile at least a little bit. I almost forgot. Today is a special day. Yes, it is Friday. Yeah. No, it is the 11th of November. That is known to be Veterans Day. I am a two-time war vet. I've been to both Iraq and Afghanistan. I ain't no Navy. I went to the Gulf of Italy, war vet. No, I was in country, took bombs, everything, war vet. I say that just because I have a lot of Navy friends I get to make fun of. So, and it's the anniversary of the day that I was baptized. My pastor made sure to make to honor my service, my acceptance of Jesus as my Lord and Savior, and he made a joke during it, so he was honoring my humor, as I always try to use it in every situation. So it was a good day to remember, of course, but it was even better just because of how monumental it was made. So today is a big day for me. So um, it actually almost made it impossible to do this video because I kept forgetting about it. So I hope everybody have a good rest of your day. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye. Do do boo do boo.